posted in the act. Got to hit the club. We've been mobbing all day. On some Gino. VIP stats. Look around the club. What do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping night fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves. That's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm soaking up the game. I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't shorty what they call it. She said the pool palace. Straight from Bankhead. I said you're good at it. Do what you do. You and your crew. They even got players and thugs doing it too. The more that I the more it's looking smooth. It's nothing to a boss. I can two.
Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey,
chillin' in the bill. There we again. Bottles in again. Up the put it in the air. I'm throwing up the, let them know we in here. Yeah, brand new shoes, brand new. The old school, cause I'm feeling real. Reppin' my block, straight from the deck. When you snap your fingers, shout it, gotta jerk your neck. I bet you can't do it like this. Yeah, I'm back to the track, back to the snap. 1-2 step, then gotta lean back.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Great, set. Anyone,
Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. That's quite a way to start this football game on the ground right away. They're almost near midfield.
And that run, whether you're for this team or against them, it brings you out of your seat, doesn't it? Because that's an exciting way to get things rolling. Now you got to hunker down on defense and not permit another first down run.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Ravens at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Short throw caught by Bowers. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Patriots, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Chillin'.
Throwing is Hurts. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Hurts. Wilson snags it left side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, Patriots nothing.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Looking to put a drive together. Murray now to throw. And right away he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping it for a loss.
Great. Set. 180.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Don't touch it. Silver, set.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Great. Set. 180.
Ball again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyle Van Noy. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First down, New England.
To throw is Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Look at this Baltimore defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now Murray. A back foot throw there is incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Here's Murray. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And able to work his way down to the 16. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
At the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Murray changing the play. 2nd down and inches. That'll be complete to Harvey. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. R.J. Harvey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen out wide. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 50-yard line.
180.
Hall want to give up the middle. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They go play action with Hurts. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray now. That's to Warren, his tight end. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for our Patriots. First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. To throw, it's Murray. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. But graduate the Naval Academy, and back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL. But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And this one's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 89 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, that moves it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Murray going to throw. And he Hits it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 2nd down, Hurts. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Returnable for Lockett. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. Short throw. It's Higbee. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Murray. And that is incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Murray. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
Murray looking to change the play here.
Patriots, first down. A gain of 12. First
Back to
down,
throw again.
Patriots.
Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Murray now to throw. They'll swing this out to Harvey. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Shotgun now from Murray. To the left side, he's got Warren, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 21.
16 yards.
A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw is Murray. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First and goal, New England.
Now Murray. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Patriots, 14. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Throwing is Hurts. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. After the turnover, here's Murray. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Here's Murray. And I think the ball's out. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Leads to second.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Murray to air it out again. Now he's going to step up and run. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Murray now going to do it himself. Open man right side, Myers. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Once more with Harvey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the give, it's Harvey. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Stephon Diggs, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Ravens, 17. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They go play action with Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Brock Bowers, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me
it's caught inside the 25. A big play there for New England. 42 yards.
That's good.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been ripped up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On play action, it's Murray. That's going to be caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Murray now. It's complete to Diggs. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Romeo Doubs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up and now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
That one complete to Hill. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a gain of 7.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Great, set. Trimmer.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37th.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Got an open man finding Hill on the comeback route. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
23-yard line.
Great, set.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth.
No touch it. And anyway, no touch.
A give running right is Hall. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 21, here's second down and 8.
No touch it. No touch.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And the Pats are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And this offense on third down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Murray going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Now Hill to return it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Wilson's got it complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for the Ravens. Touchdown. Michael Wilson, 52 yards. And the Ravens strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Patriots 30.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, back to Harvey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now they'll fake the jet sweep, and here's Murray off play action. That's caught by Myers. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Mason going to get it on 1st down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. touchdown. Stephon Diggs. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Pats answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for two.
Line up for a two-point conversion.
Come back, come back.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for two. And now the lead stays at 5.
Ravens 31. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
30-yard line.
Second and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Hurts.
He'll try and do this himself. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Give to Hall running right.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here comes 2nd down and 5.
Great.
Here's Hall again.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Here now, 3rd down.
Back to throw.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now. On the draw, it's Hall. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
On first down, right back to Hall. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. Wow. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
For the 2-point conversion.
Complete at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Now Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's second down. Back to throw. Murray. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Trying to go for the big one there on
second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. To throw is Murray. He'll try and do this himself. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
He'll try to do it himself. Going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles. But in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear. And they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Baltimore, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for New England, they fall under 500 now as they drop to 7-8. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside...
Wild little piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fist. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with.
Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun of me, got my with a tree. Son of a gun, pay for all I done. Swear they'll get us here, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Yeah, went for a drive, blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Cuffed and stuffed me in the trunk. Next time I won't get sold. Son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get us there, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Had a load of fun on my parents' couch, tried to figure
The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings.
Time I'll be more discreet. Son of a gun, pay for all I've done. With